What's up, everybody? So, welcome. We're doing the pre-show before the Game Awards, which,
Yes,
this is
sir.
going to be a more competitive Game Awards than they have been, but let's be real. It's like, whoever Jeff likes is going to win, which Kojima.
Whoever paid the most.
Yes, there you go.
That too. And
But-
if you're not from China,
I mean, they're doing some good work right now, though. They kind of
Yeah.
earned their spot a little bit. I'll give them a little bit of leeway. But to my left, I got Loki Jarson. He is the co-host of the Internet's Worst Gaming Podcast, which is awesome. I just listened to your guys' latest upload. Fantastic.
Mhm.
You curse a lot.
Thank you.
and,
Yes, I do.
and your transitions are good no matter what you say. No matter what you say, they're fantastic. I like them.
Well, it's helpful when we pre-record a lot of stuff, and I can edit out all the message, all the flubs. Unlike right now.
There you go. Yeah, this is what it's all about. All right, and then we've got Bav down here at the bottom.
that's me.
Yeah. He's been on the podcast before, and he streams on YouTube and Twitch. Game streamer. He's very popular. So this is what we got for our
Trying to
panel
get
today.
there.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so. I think you're there. Freaking
Yeah,
and John
thank you,
DBZ.
thank you.
Yeah, heck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But so we're gonna be talking about a few gaming news stories today. One is going to be our speculations on the price of the Steam machine. Then we're going to talk about the Netflix WB acquisition, and then we're going to get into what is that last one? God,
Horse game.
yes, horses. The controversy behind that, and then we got another one we didn't talk about. Yeah, I haven't told you, Bab. I told Loki, but
It's breaking news today.
exactly. Yes, breaking news. Look at us,
Breaking news. Okay.
Like we're a
All right,
real
perfect.
gaming news channel. I like that.
We are.
We're just as legitimate as every other one.
Exactly.
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
we are. And then at the end, we're gonna get into our picks for our top 5 game of the year choices. We've got we can go over it real quick. We've got hold on, technical difficulties. We got the best score in music for number 5. We've got best art direction for 4, best narrative for 3, best game direction for 2, and then game of the year, what our choices are for that one.
Okay.
But let's start out with some game trailers. Now, Liquid Sword, I want to say I can't remember what this guy worked on, but it was a huge deal. But the director of Liquid Swords, or the CEO of Liquid Swords, they just introduced their latest game. I want to say this is the first game they're putting out there. It's called Samson, and I think it looks freaking amazing. I think it looks freaking great. So let's get into that. I don't think we'll have any discussion while it's going on, just so you guys can see, and then we'll discuss after.
Sure.
But let's
Understood.
get into that real quick. Yes. Oh, can you hear it? Oh shoot. I'm showing it. It's good on this side. Wow. Okay. I'm a little scared to turn that desktop audio on just so it doesn't like duplicate it. Right on. Okay. Visually, it looks really good, man. I'm getting Max Payne vibes from this too. All right. Visually, I think it looks freaking fantastic. And you guys are telling me that you couldn't hear it on the other side. The guy's voice is a little grizzled.
Okay.
You could tell he's kind of putting that voice on. So voice acting, I don't know. I don't want to
Damn. Okay.
crowd or anyone, but it wasn't like great. And
What is this developer? I've never heard of them.
Liquid Sword.
Liquid Sword. Me neither.
They're
Never heard of it.
brand new. If I know I have it somewhere, but the creator of it, he's worked on a huge franchise before, and so I guess he just went off and created his own thing. I follow him on
Okay, so
X.
this is okay.
But here, you know what? Let's do this. I'm gonna look him up right now.
So from what I'm guessing, since this is a new IP and it's from a new person, it might not be polished, but it might show a lot of promise.
Yes.
Okay, so he used to work on Just Cause.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just
Christopher
Cause, okay.
Sundberg.
Okay.
This is the guy. Liquid Swords. It's the studio, and dude, they're doing some really good stuff over there. You know, he was putting out, okay, that's a little not safe for work, but whatever. But he's been putting out.
Show. What the hell?
What's going on, Christopher? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Did he get hacked?
I don't know.
He's not American, so he has different
it's true.
sensibilities.
This
than
is
we
true.
do.
Hey, yo.
But this is like the kind of thing that he's been putting out. They've had a few interviews with some of the devs that were working on it. But once I saw this, I was like, dude, this is crazy. The first picture he put out, it looked like a 1930s Godfather. Like it looked like it would have been a Godfather remake because it looked really freaking good. But apparently it's a modern day deal. Go ahead, or like a little bit.
I'm seeing a story on Engadget that this game is going to be $25.
Hey.
That's a dub. Dub in the chat.
Yes.
That's
Right.
a dub, man.
That makes me. I see you're celebrating. Hey, cool game that's relatively cheap. I'm saying, whoa, is that too cheap? How long is this game
well,
going to be?
That's always our first initial reaction when something is cheap. Like even with Silk Song, everyone was like, "Why is it $20?"
Mm-hmm. And
Well, yeah,
I mean,
because it looked like it did. Let's be real. This looks like, on par with the kind of game we get nowadays.
Yes,
Triple
exactly.
A game graphic.
Yes, yes.
That is true.
What really killed me was when he was running into the camera. Dude, it looks really freaking good. It's a good looking game. So the dialogue, you guys didn't hear the dialogue. It was really cheesy. It's so cheesy. But I'll eat that up. It's like PS2 era.
I do like when a game is campy or when a piece of media is campy, as long as it knows that it's doing that on purpose.
Yeah.
Like if you know that you're trying to emulate something, then I don't mind that.
Right on.
Not everything needs to be like high art.
True.
These things are at their fundamental level supposed to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
100%.
Who cares?
If it's fun, who cares? Exactly.
That is perfectly said. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Golly. But let me do some editing over on this side real quick.
No worries. In the meantime, let me say shout out to the chat, man. Shout out Benji, shout out Panda, shout out Skull, shout out Greg. What's in here? Shout out Pass, shout out everyone, man.
Let's see. Yes, thank you for that, because I totally get in my head about this stuff.
No worries.
But let's check out this next one. This will be 2 of 2 of the trailers we're going to look at, and then we'll get into some news. So let's take a look at that real fast. Hopefully I did this right. Dude, it looks incredible. Yes, you're exactly right. You're on it. Me either. Yeah, dude. Exactly, dude. This is the perfect game for the Steam Deck, I think. Dang. Hasta la vista, baby. Oh no.
Don't tell me that's gonna be $70, man.
It's for the name only. You know it's for the name only, dude. It's like, come on, guys. Come on. What are we doing? But this one, nostalgia. Nostalgia is gonna get us 90% of the way there, and it looks
Yeah.
really good.
Did either of you ever play the old Terminator versus RoboCop game on the SNES?
No, but did like I always
don't
played
recall.
yeah.
Because I have, and it looked a little bit better than that.
Right on. What? On the SNES?
Yeah, because it was the sprite work. This is like intentionally designed to look old.
Yeah.
CRTs and everything.
Yes.
Okay, I understand.
But if no, really, if you go back and look at older
Fair.
games, art style still holds up, which is why I
Due to
think
the
art style
sprite.
is more important than like just graphics.
Right. I'll give you that. I'm the PS2 era or the PlayStation 1 era, that's kind of where it gets like wonky for me, because while you're going through it, it seems like the best graphics ever, but you know, the polygons like Tekken 3 and things like that, it's like that is I would say objectively better graphics nowadays, you know what I'm saying? But when we're talking about the older games, I have to agree with you on that.
I would say, and it's funny because I do have a video that's gonna come out soon. But I think although graphics today is better, I think art style will always reign so supreme.
Right on.
To me, like we have all of these AAA graphics, but sometimes the game is bad, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, 100%. Oh my god! But they're reaching a plateau on graphics. I think it's like how good can you get?
Since PS4, and in my opinion, they reach a plateau. Like you can only add so much sweat to a character. Like it's just we're at the point where it's like, okay, now we know that. Obviously, with frames, I do understand that games now are more fluid.
Yeah.
But when it comes to graphics, I don't really care how realistic it looks. Like I don't care.
Not to mention
the story.
Not to mention that's adding to the cost of development.
Yes.
Exactly.
Like adding all that realism crap makes ups the budget.
A hardware too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and that's one of the things they're facing right now is like where to take the hardware. Where to take the hardware? What exactly are you trying to improve nowadays? And how can you make these budgets lower so your break-even point's not in the stratosphere, so you can actually make money on these games. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you had the story queued up, Fox, but it came out story that came out today. Expedition 33 cost $10 million.
Holy crap!
$10 million.
Yes. Spider-Man 2 cost somewhere around 300 million.
Yes. Like I want to say it was 350.
300 million on Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are we doing?
And it was a bad game. It was way too bloated.
I enjoyed it, but it was too safe.
I enjoyed the storyline between Peter and Venom.
Harry.
Yeah. I enjoyed that storyline, but everything else seemed kind of like tacked on and half baked.
MJ boy.
Yeah, that one right
Don't
there.
get me started, MJ.
Right. Yeah. But 10 million for Expedition 33, and it's up for Game of the Year this year.
Yeah. And the way it looks.
Yeah. Yes, it looks amazing.
Win.
Yeah.
It will win.
Yeah.
Because
if
I literally sorry, Fox.
No, you're good.
I literally played it an hour before this stream, and that game, man, I only got to act 1.
Okay.
The music, the story, the graphics, I guess we're talking about it's amazing, man.
Right on. Okay, I still haven't played it. It's one of those in the backlogs.
I have serious problems with the story, but it's a great game.
Right on. All right. And since you play a lot of games, you're going to have that extra critical, side for sure. Okay, we'll wait on that, because I was going to ask you what game would you choose, but it's fine. Give me one. Okay, so now we're getting into my daughter's like screaming for no reason. I don't know what's going on.
No worries.
But we're gonna get into our first story of the day, and we're talking about the Steam machine. Some call it the Gabe Cube.
The Gabe Cube, yeah, that's true.
And we're gonna speculate on the price and who exactly is this for. I'm sure we all have our thoughts on this, so let's take a look at this article, and then we will get into we'll talk after. All right, so this is coming from Dextero. This has been pinned by Connor Bennett. Linus Tech Tips reveals Steam Machine price predictions as Valve want it to be good deal. And just to kind of preface, they're not doing a lost lead strategy. So what it costs is going to be whatever they made to cost it. They're not cheapening it to, and using the software sales to kind of boost sales or anything. It is what it is.
Okay.
The cost is what it costs. So let's see. November 12th, Valve unveiled the Steam Machine, their first desktop gaming PC and first piece of new hardware since the Steam Deck, which is fantastic. Naturally, the internet was pretty wowed by the fact that Valve would be releasing PC of their own, but the fact that they didn't disclose a price caused some concern. Very true. I 100% agree with that. Linus Tech Tips revealed that during a preview event, he suggests a $500 price point to Valve. However, he was disappointed when they bristled at the idea of following console pricing. Even if the Steam Machine is like a $600 or $700 or $600 or $700, it isn't going to have any justification for it. The tech YouTuber added, arguing that PS5 Pro is a much more powerful piece of kit. Okay, so Linus Tech Tips predicts $700 price for the Steam Machine, and let's see if they go over the components. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so with the components, they're predicting that it's going to be around $700. So for you guys, my question to you, what do you think the price is going to be? Do you think it's going to be up 700 or upward about 1,000 or 1,200 bucks?
Minimum of 800.
Okay.
Minimum 800.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. PS5 Pro is what, 720 or 750?
Yeah, but it doesn't have the disk drive. So if you wanted the disk drive, it's like another 80 bucks for it.
Oh
So,
wait, does this come with the controller and perhaps some other headset sort of thing?
that's a good question. We don't know if they're going to do a bundle type thing with it. I'm not sure.
It should come with a controller, because that would be crazy. What?
But on Steam, as far as PCs go, you're able to connect different kinds of controllers. So, if you feel more comfortable with the Xbox controller, you can connect that or PS5. So maybe it won't. But I mean, you already have a controller, but it would be cool to have that Steam controller. I like the look of it. I like the look. It reminds me of a Dreamcast controller.
So I would say, if I had to say, all right, so Loki said 800. I think anything over 700 and it's dead on arrival.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Right on. For me, I think my ceiling for it would be around 1,000.
Ooh.
Just because I love what Steam is offering as far as their storefront. I think this is just a like a vehicle for, for the Steam, for their Steam library, because it is so expansive, it's so large. You can find anything that you want there. So I think that's what they're doing here. So if you aren't bristled, taking a word from the the story here, but if you're not bristled by the price, I think you'll find exactly what you're looking for as far as the Steam storefront goes.
But if I may ask, who is this for?
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
Yes.
So you're postulating that this is good for people with a huge Steam library. Do you know what people with huge Steam libraries already have? A computer that plays Steam games.
Exactly. So to me, it feels like this is for console players who have dabbled in Steam and love Steam and want to play it on their TV and not on their monitor. Because I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, I don't want to be stuck in the office playing video games all day. I want to play it on the TV downstairs, so this will be a great avenue for someone like me. And then for, PC players, for them to be able to, see the sun and get out of their gaming room or their office, without all the mess of the wires and things like that. You have one wire two probably for the power, one wire to connect to the TV, and then you have access to all of your Steam games.
Now, Fox, you already have a Steam Deck, right?
Yes.
You use it a lot, right?
Yes.
You don't have a dock?
No.
Oh, you don't have a dock for it?
No.
Would the purchase of a dock, which has got to be cheaper than the next Steam box, also not give you the exact same thing?
It would. I would assume. I'm not sure. I haven't even looked into that.
I don't know. I don't play
Go
any
ahead.
PC games because the laptop I'm using is a piece of crap from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But
hmm
I'm just asking because I genuinely don't know.
Right on.
So I would say, since I have a PC,
Mhm.
is this for me? I feel like Steam dropped the ball
Mhm.
because console players and PC players, they expect two different things.
Yes.
Like a PC player want the latest graphics, we want best frames, best everything. While a
Mhm.
console player is more like ease of use, right?
Yes,
Which the Steam
yeah.
machine does have ease of use,
Mhm.
but for the price, to me, like I feel like how can I explain this? For someone to spend $700 on a, obviously it's a PC also, but
Mhm.
they're buying it because it's supposed to be a console killer.
Yeah.
But it's not going to do that if the price is set 700. So I just don't know, like, if your target audience is, as Loki said, is players that have a Steam account, they already have a PC,
Mhm.
most likely.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I just don't know.
Right on. For
And
me,
for the
yeah.
and for the last word on this,
Mhm.
the Steam Deck sold about 4 million, somewhere
Mhm.
in that range.
Yeah.
So that's probably going to be the audience for this, a little bit less than 4 million.
Yep.
So it's not a console killer. It's not going to kill the Xbox like people speculated when this was first shown off last month.
Although we wanted to kill the
No,
Xbox.
no. We. No. There's no
We
we here.
want, because Xbox just gave up white flag. Even though I have a PS5, but I'm so mad at Xbox, man. I'm not even gonna get.
So I tell you this, right? If Xbox comes out with a similar box and they have Game Pass and Steam on there, which if
Is
Steam,
the plan, yeah.
if Steam comes out with this, why would they put that on Xbox? Because then you're in direct competition with
Right.
what's going on over there with Xbox. But if Xbox came out with a similar box and they had Steam and Game Pass on there, I'd just get the Xbox box.
But for them, they will make it $1,000.
Yes, it
Mhm.
would be more expensive, but you're getting more stuff.
Yes.
You're getting
That is
a better interface,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
I really think that Game Pass idea, whether or not, I'm not happy about the price increase either.
Mhm.
But that is
Yeah,
a selling. That is a selling point of the Xbox. It's like,
It is an amazing feature.
Yeah.
yes,
Well, it used to be for the price, but
Mhm.
because to me, I feel like with the Steam machine is like you have to pick one. It's like, are you trying to cater to console players or PC? It can't be both due to the price.
Gotcha. Okay. Right on. All right. Perfect. Now let's move on to some acquisition news. We're going to be talking about, and great job, everybody. Thank you. We're going to talk about Netflix and the acquisition for Warner Brothers. Now, we know Warner Brothers has not been a great steward of their gaming IPs. This is where we're going to be primarily talking about. As far as the movie part, they haven't been doing great on that front either. But gaming has been especially bad because of the trends that they've been trying to chase. WB has been a big proponent of that, and they failed spectacularly, like the majority of them did. So now we're talking about them setting themselves up to be sold, and Netflix has stepped in as the number one. However, you said some really interesting, Loki, which they might end up going with. But let's get into the story real quick. So Netflix has agreed to buy Warner Bros. Discovery's TV and film studios in the streaming division for $72 billion. A blockbuster, I thought it was $82 billion.
there's stuff about added value.
Gotcha. Okay, a blockbuster deal that would give the streaming pioneer control of one of Hollywood's most prized and oldest assets. The agreement, announced Friday, December 5th, follows a weeks-long bidding war in which Netflix seized the lead with nearly $28 a share offer that eclipsed Paramount Skydance's nearly $24 bid for the whole of Warner Brothers Discovery, including the cable TV assets slated for a spinoff. Warner Bros. Discovery shares closed at $24.5 on Thursday, December 4th, giving it a market value of $61 billion. Which is crazy because Warner Brothers at $62 billion isn't as much as 67 what Activision went for. So it just kind of, yeah.
Also, it is important to note Warner Brothers is about $40 billion in debt.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Oh, it's horrible. Especially since WB, they are the architects of, the Batman animated series as we know it. The Justice League, a lot of nostalgic properties that we've become accustomed to from WB,
Sure.
and some of them are really, really good. Shadows of Mordor.
Sure,
Really
but what
good
have they
games.
done with that property recently?
Exactly.
Other than Hogwarts Legacy,
Mhm.
which was a hit, and they've done nothing with since.
You're right.
The Suicide Squad
No
failed massively.
DLCs, nothing.
Mhm.
Yep, that is
Uh,
spell.
Gotham Knights failed massively.
Yep.
Mortal Kombat 1 failed massively.
Yep.
So they're just losing money out of their buttons. Like, well, that's just the video games. I'm not even talking about movies.
Exactly. God. But yes, so we know them for what they built. Their foundation is strong, but my God, they are breaking the foundation of these things by putting out subpar games and movies. You know, because I mean, what are we on now? Superman by James Gunn. And
Oh, did you see it?
what did that
Supergirl
do?
trailer? Doesn't that look great? Oh boy, aren't you so excited?
Which say True Justice or
You did not
whatever.
enjoy Superman? No. I thought it was the old. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Was it a great movie? No. Was it a good movie compared
no.
to everything else that they put before? I would say yeah. If it's relative to their success.
What's so funny is the conversation that people are having is like, where not Nolan, what's his name, Zack Snyder. It's like, were we were we wrong about Zack Snyder's Justice, or not Justice League, goodness, but Zack Snyder's
Man of
Superman,
Steel?
Man of Steel. I love that
I
movie.
love Man of Steel.
Me
I love
too.
that movie.
Freaking
I hate it.
You hated Man of Steel?
I hate it.
Well, the story was okay, but it's just Man of Steel to me is the closest thing you'll ever see to a Dragon Ball character on screen. Like,
Yeah,
it was just
that's
Yeah, he was
100%.
mostly
fine
black.
and
You're right. It
everything.
wasn't Superman. That was the problem.
Yeah, it was not Superman. That is correct. But I did enjoy it.
But
Yeah.
anyways, those kinds. I don't want to take us because we're on a time limit here.
yeah.
But it's those kinds of decisions that have led Warner Brothers to this path of
Yeah.
losing, throwing money. Dude, like whatever about Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman
Yeah.
lost
That
a
was-
crap ton of money.
that was bad.
Failed miserably in the theaters.
Yeah, it
God.
did. Yeah, it did.
What they should have done with that is just give Superman Doomsday. Just make that movie. Why did we have to have Batman involved in that at all? That would have been a freaking fantastic movie. And
I guess to sell tickets, I guess. So.
right on. But they nerfed Darkseid too. They made Darkseid just a
He did
was
not adapt
horrible.
or anything. He was just out there.
It's like he should have been able to, like, without Superman there, he should have been able to take the Earth by himself. You know?
Yeah.
Darkseid is just the shiz as far as it comes to villains. He's great. I love him so much, dude.
Don't
And
worry, guys.
they
I'm sure
nerfed him.
James Gunn will fix it.
Oh no, let's not.
I'm
Even-
totally
think-
certain, 100%.
But my question is, so now, because I don't know if it's a game. There is like a game where they have. Is there a Shadow of Mordor where it has like a system if you interact with an enemy,
Mhm.
then they I can't think of it. But
It's
I
the
think
Nemesis system.
Nemesis.
Yeah.
Now I wonder, does that get freed up now?
That's a
Since,
great
since,
question.
Netflix?
Since
In theory, yes.
patented, yeah. Go ahead.
Whoever buys it, whoever ends up buying Warner Brothers, and I'm not convinced it's going to be Netflix,
Mhm.
will also have Warner Brothers games,
Mhm.
which means they would have asset to that engine and that system. Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, and they'd be able to open it up so more developers could
Please.
use that kind of system. That's what I want them to be able to use that kind of system. Other studios, because it's a leap forward in gaming mechanics. It's great.
Yeah.
So I want them to be able to use it. I don't know why WB has been hoarding it this entire time, especially since when was the last Nemesis system they used? Was
It was a
like
Shadow
2015?
Mordor,
Yeah.
Shadowboard
Yeah.
was a PS4 game, so it's been at least 6 years.
Yeah.
decade. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe 6.
So it's like, what do you got? What are we doing right now? But anyway, just a couple questions for you guys. So whoever takes it, do you think Netflix or Paramount would be a better steward of these IPs?
I don't believe in monopolies,
Mhm.
just to start off with,
Mhm.
but Warner Brothers did a horrible job. I just wish another company was taking over. But
Mhm.
with a Netflix, it's just hard when you're already a big you're already a big, and now because there's so many IPs, right? It's
Mhm.
like you're not going to take care of all of them.
Mhm.
It's impossible. So I feel like maybe like DC, Game of Thrones are going to be at the forefront, but there's a lot of other great shows that are just going to get ignored. So
yeah, it's 100%. It's especially Game of Thrones. How people hate the 8th season. But go ahead. Sorry.
If we take it at value that Netflix is going to purchase Warner Brothers, which again I don't believe they will. Netflix has already said, yeah, we didn't buy Warner Brothers for the games. We don't really care about that much. They straight up have said this.
Yeah,
it's not in our interest. So, and the stuff that we care about here for their gaming division is like it's gonna go to hell. Like it'll be non-existent. They might as well never make another Mortal Kombat or another Arkham
Knight.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Nemesis system gone.
Yeah. Freaking, and that's a great point. I did see that on X with that circulating through, and the only thing that Netflix, they have broken into the gaming system, but it's all mobile games.
Yeah.
So.
Red Dead is on there now too.
Right on, yeah.
Well, the first one.
Yes, that is on the Switch too now. Also, I want to say, which is good news.
But that's just licensing, and they're not even like. Which is the other thing. Netflix is all about licensing, so they want Warner Brothers, in my opinion, for those IPs.
Yeah.
But they're not going to put stuff in theaters, which will basically kill the movie theater industry.
Oh, you're right.
Even faster than it's already being killed.
Right.
Even though, again, the head guy at Netflix, Ted Sarandos, said, no, we're going to keep movies in theaters, and literally no one believes him.
Yes.
DC's dead. It didn't even get a chance to come back to life. It's already dead. Oh my god.
It had a chance. It had that Superman movie that was mediocre at best.
That's fair. That's fair.
Didn't make money. I don't care. Okay,
I did enjoy the Batman though. That was.
Oh yeah. It's totally separate from what Gunn is doing. That one.
For sure.
Yeah. But so.
Sorry, there's one more thing that I want to say about this, because there's a game that we enjoyed on my channel, Multiverses. So that game did die.
Yeah.
Would they bring it back? No, but it's just to show you, right? They had a success, and for some reason they did not invest in it. Like at one point, there was already 1 million players playing the game. So it's like Warner Brothers. I'm sorry, but it was time to die, bro.
Yeah. That's fair.
Legally, Warner Brothers can't be allowed to die.
Right.
Like morally, you should say you guys had your chance and you failed. You're done.
Yeah.
Legally, that can't happen, so they have to be sold off to people.
Yeah.
I think Paramount is going to end up with it. They've already gone this. I'm sorry, business talk. They're going to split Warner Brothers into Warner Brothers and Discovery. Discovery is going to take all the TV stations, including TNT and CNN and all that junk.
Yeah.
Paramount wants the whole thing, including those TV stations, and Netflix is not interested in the TV stations, which is why I thought it was stupid for Netflix to even bid for it in the first place.
This is fair. That's true. But so they're with Paramount, they've offered the over $100 billion, and they've taken that to the shareholders, and because of the fiduciary duty, they have to go with Paramount. Probably. That's what I'm assuming.
If all the shareholders say yes, if enough of them say yes.
Yeah.
We talked about this a long time ago when Ubisoft was having problems with Tencent before they made the subsidiary company Advantage Studios.
Yeah.
We said all Tencent has to do is get majority share, then they can do whatever they want to take over. That's basically what's happened.
Gotcha.
And that's what's going to happen, I believe, with Warner Brothers is Paramount's going to get the majority of shares. They'll take it over. Fire Zaslav. He'll never work in this town again.
I liked when he first got in there. I liked where his head was at. He was like, cut everything. We need this gone, that gone. And then he started okaying a lot of these. Like, I was like, whoa, that doesn't make any sense.
A lot of projects.
Yeah. It's like, man, that doesn't make any sense. I don't think that's going to make any money, Zaslav. What are you doing? It's like he got Batman out of there because, the controversy behind that wasn't going to make any money, It's kind of like with
Ben Affleck.
No,
Batwoman.
Yeah, sorry.
Please get Batwoman out of here, please.
It wasn't gonna make any money,
That would.
So I'm glad to see that he cut that because that was just gonna be going more into their debt.
Yeah.
Come on.
But I do find it unfair though. Although I still find it unfair that they worked on the movie and it became a tax write-off. I think at least fans should have been given the chance to at least see the movie in theaters or something, or like a private showing.
Yeah, but it still would have not made money.
Yeah, for sure.
Technically, a tax write-off is a not loss of money as opposed to a not gain of money.
Right.
Now, the reason they didn't do that with the Flash, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Because it absolutely lost money.
Oh yeah, especially with the controversy behind the actor. Behind, it was. And me personally, I like the Flash, even with this janky CG. I thought it was good. It janky in all. I thought the story, they did a great job with the story. I thought, and at the end where he was like, "Dude, there's no way out. Everybody's gonna die," and they committed to that. I was like, yeah, it's all right. It's good.
You know what's so crazy? I didn't watch the movie, and you just spoiled me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I know, because trust me, if I was gonna watch it, I would have watched it already.
Right on, yeah. But I mean, until it got to where was it? It was on some streaming service, and me and the family got down and watched it. Me and my wife were like, "It's pretty good. It's all right."
You're talking about the Flashpoint, right? When he has the Flashpoint.
Yeah. Flashpoint Paradox.
One last thing
awesome.
on this, we probably should mention. The streaming. Netflix has the largest streamer in the world, and HBO Max is like the third or fourth largest streamer in the world.
Yep.
So if Netflix did buy them, they would become the largest streamer in the world.
Oh yeah.
Because there's no way in hell Netflix is going to have two streaming services.
No.
It will be one.
Yeah.
Everything will get rolled over into Netflix.
Oh yeah. I think their closest competitor is Disney Plus or something like that.
Disney probably. I do find it crazy though if they don't get HBO or Warner Brothers, because I literally received an email from Netflix that told me, "Hey, we just went and acquired them. It does take time and get everything talked over with the shareholders."
Hilarious.
I'm like, why are you sending me this email if you don't even know if you're going to buy
Exactly. Isn't that funny? It's like they don't even know if it's gonna go through. Why are you making those?
That's a crazy email.
Well, it's for shareholders, really.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right, and then
just
we're gonna
to be
get
on a positive note.
Yes. So we're gonna get to our last one real quick. This is the controversy that was stirred up over the horror game Horses and it being delisted on Steam and the Epic Game Store, with no clear reason why. But let's get into the article real quick. Steam and the Epic Game Store refuses to sell indie horror game Horses. Here's why. This is Game Informer being pinned by Charles Hart. And this is a little update. Apparently it was delisted on Humble, but they reinstated it. So just for you guys to know. Horses, a disturbing indie horror game, was set to launch yesterday on several digital storefronts, but in the past week, many of those retailers have refused to list it, including Steam, the Epic Game Store, and we already got the update on Humble. Though the latter platform is since first. Okay, thank you. It's a move that has sparked controversy online, with many decrying as unjust censorship of the game's adult themes. But what exactly is in the game that makes it so offensive? Each platform has released its own statement, but in an interview with IGN, Pietro Riva, co-founder of Horses developer Santa Ragione, which previously created titles like Saturnalia and Wills of Aurelia, explained what he thinks happened. Here, let's get into his
side of the story.
Yeah. So the daughter wants to ride one of the horses in the game. The horses are humans wearing a horse mask and gets to pick which one. What followed was an interactive dialogue sequence where the player is leading by a lead as if they were a horse, a naked adult woman with a young girl on their shoulders. The scene is not sexual in any way, but it is possible that the juxtaposition is what triggered the flag. Right. And so, knowing that, they removed it, and they still didn't get any clarification on what exactly they could have done to make it so they could sell their game on Steam and Epic. So, my question to you guys, do you think this is about content, optics, or control? Because Steam, I know Steam, they have adult games on there. This would fit into that category, but what do you guys think this is about?
I'll be honest, I would just need to play the game. Well, obviously now it's impossible, but because I need more context on it, because once you include kids in something, it doesn't matter what the intentions are. It's a safety thing. At that point. Where although it's adults playing the kids, but you don't want to the pick kids doing something, even though the kids might. I'm not saying this is a sexual game, nor implying that. But if someone is able to perceive the game in any way involving like a sexual theme and there's kids in there, I just feel like that's where it's kind of like, but I haven't played the game, so I can't really say.
But that is one of the things they took out, just because they felt like that would have been an issue. They thought that was the issue that Steam and Epic were talking about. So that's no longer in the game. Now,
although it's no longer in the game, what is the rest? Like, how it sucks because we don't have the game in front of us. But it's like, what is the game about?
It's about you're first person, and you're going to work at a horse farm, and all these weird things start happening. You get some real life footage, that kind of disturbing footage, and then you've got the horses who are actually people with horse masks on their head, and they're completely nude. But they use some themes, as far as I know, grape, but it's suggested. It's not actually shown on screen. But it's suggested, and then you've got some disturbing images and things like that flashing up to kind of enhance that all of what you're seeing around you. So it's not necessarily about the abuse or anything like that. It's trying to make you think.
It's trying to push your boundaries. I get it.
Did either of you play Cyberpunk 2077?
No, I didn't.
I watched the show, but I haven't played the game yet.
Okay, so there's a mission in that game where something similar happens. You're investigating a murder, and basically you go to a ranch, and a lot of people are hooked up to, there's no nice way of saying this, milking machines.
Oh, sorry.
The same ones from the show? Yeah, I can picture
it. They took that from the game. So this is a similar idea of the game. Horses, as far as I can tell, is a similar idea of like, what if humans were the cattle? Like how dystopian is that sort of thing?
Yeah.
But I think by putting the nude imagery in the first place, where they had the kid originally, I think that was the death knell.
Yeah,
they said, okay,
it was. There you go. That's exactly
so
what it
even
was.
if they updated it, I don't think Steam or
stigmas around there already. Yeah.
You can play it on GOG, I believe.
Yes, you can play it on GOG and itch.io, I want to say. And Humble.
This is another important thing. Steam recently changed its moderation team because this happened to another game.
Yep.
I don't know if their thumbnail got changed because they had what Steam decided was an inappropriate thumbnail. Even though the game itself contains no sexual content, the thumbnail has some lady's butt in a bikini. It's a murder. It's a game about getting murdered at a summer camp or something. Friday the 13th.
Okay, Friday Thursday.
Yeah. But Steam saw the thumbnail and said, nope, we can't allow that game on our store.
Fair.
So the developer has been fighting with them for weeks. So I think this is a Steam issue.
Yeah.
Epic follows Steam because they're smaller.
Yeah. And so this rings of just a few months ago, where we had Collective Shout, that Australian nonprofit or whatever, reached out, and they got tired of bugging Steam. So they went straight to their payment processors, and their payment processors leaned on Steam, and lo and behold,
a bunch of games.
A bunch of games got kicked off of Steam. So I think this is
really
in that same vein. Just because they got the complaints, and
those also had adult content in air quotes.
Right. And the controversy behind that is like, okay, so Steam isn't the one that's choosing this. Payment processors are the ones that are choosing what gamers can play. And that right there, I think that is a very slippery slope that we don't want to go down, because then, they get to choose, hey, this, it showed a little bit of, or she dressed too suggestively. We can't have that on our platform, because kids, play on this platform. It's like, for one, they do have the content moderation where you have adults, you have mature, you have over 18. So, you shouldn't be playing those games anyway if you're not 18 or older.
And no child has ever lied about their age on the internet, right?
True.
We never did that when we were under 18, right?
Right.
No.
But I would say, for me, like, regarding the thumbnails, that does make sense because obviously anyone can see that. But when it comes to a game, as long as the game is not doing anything that's like too much, especially when we're speaking about grape or kids, I feel like they should just do an age check. And if you lie about your age, that is on you and your parent. So I don't know. I feel like
in theory, but
yeah, and yeah,
it's very hard to enforce that.
Okay, sorry, my wife is coming to grab my boy.
That's fine.
Our boy, sorry.
no worries.
So now that we've got our here, real quick, let's touch on this real quick. This is the breaking news coming
Breaking news. Okay.
Disney says it will thoughtfully and responsibly extend its storytelling through generative AI use with $1 billion open AI deal. So
I knew this was coming.
This is IG.
This is maybe like the
Well, AI
dumbest thing they've
topic
done.
was
Yeah.
going to come.
It's coming from IGN and is being pinned by Tom Phillips. Just trying to find the meat of all this. So Disney and OpenAI's agreement includes mention of a shared commitment to the responsible use of AI that protects user safety and the rights of creators. And notably, Disney has said that all of its licensed characters will be animated masks or creatures with no talent likeness or voices. There will also be age-appropriate policies and other reasonable controls, which that makes sense. Nobody wants to see a busty mini walking around nowhere. Leave that to freaking, what's that one?
Rule 34.
Yes, leave that to them.
Yeah.
After Story and ChatGPT both gain the ability, let's see. Technological innovation has continually shaped the evolution of entertainment, bringing with it new ways to create and share great stories with the world. Iger said, Bob Iger, in a statement today, the rapid advancement of artificial intelligence marks an important moment for our industry, and through this collaboration with OpenAI, we will thoughtfully and responsibly extend the reach of our storytelling through generative AI while respecting and protecting creators and their works. Somewhere they get into, it's like 200 properties they're going to allow to be on Sora.
Yes.
But my gosh, I cannot.
It must be noted. Sora by OpenAI, you have to pay for it. It's a subscription service.
Yes. Yep.
The reason they're doing this, it says there in that article, that they're going to put it on D Plus, on Disney Plus, on their streaming service.
Yeah.
Now, it's important to note this is user-generated content. So you pay for the Sora streaming service. You go to Sora, says Sora, show me Mickey wielding a lightsaber fighting Darth Vader.
Wow.
Sora queues it up for you. Then you got, okay, cool. Disney still owns it, which means Disney can now put your user-generated content on their platform, and you don't get any money for it.
Free check.
That's crazy. Okay. See, I didn't even know it went that deep. Holy crap. So, okay, I know they're the doomsayers, like AI is going to put everybody and their mom out of business, which, that's hyperbolic. It will, shrink some industries for sure, because it's easier to use AI in lieu of people. But in some industries, it's going to be an asset. The people that are already there will be able to use AI to make their jobs easier and, be able to get projects out of the door faster. Right. As far as this goes, it's their IP. So I don't really have like anything negative to say about this.
I do.
Go for it, Loki.
Do you know what industry it will kill? Animators.
Yes.
Like Pixar.
Yeah.
Voice actors.
That's fair. That is fair.
I would say for me, I do use AI to the point I even have my own little AI bots. Like I use AI. I love AI. I think AI is an amazing tool. But I'm also a human being, and it's so crazy to me because I use AI, right? Especially if you go watch my last videos, my thumbnails, the music in there, it's all AI. Obviously, I play part. It does the bulk work. AI is amazing and yet horrible at the same time because how fast it's able to do something, like literally everyone's job, you will lose your job to AI. And I know it might sound like fear mongering, but it is not, because AI is truly that amazing and beautiful. Now the issue of AI for me is AI is a tool. I love it as a tool. I use it as a tool. Is the problem is we live in I know this is like a gaming podcast, but we do live in a society where you need to work. When you take away people's jobs, what are they supposed to do? When homelessness is legal now, food is the highest it's ever been. Like, what do you expect? What do you expect people to do, especially when they went to school and they learn how to be an animator or voice actor?
Mhm.
And the issue with AI too is that a lot of people too, because you will go on YouTube and someone uses AI, right? And they'll be like, "Oh man, don't use AI. It's killing the world." But
Mhm.
do people really care? And I'm gonna ask this question in the sense that I watch football, right, and the NBA.
Mhm.
Amazon uses the AI. Are you gonna start watching football?
That's
Are
a
you
good
gonna
question.
start
That's
watching
a good moral question too
Disney?
to ask.
And it just shows you that we do care, but we care only if it's convenient. So as much as for me, if we decided tomorrow to not use AI, I would be glad.
Mm.
But we're not going to stop to. So what I would advise, if you're a creator and AI speeds up your workflow,
Mhm.
you might as well do it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, this is a train. It's not stopping.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I said this about movie theaters, but especially in light of the WB accusation,
Mhm.
they're not going to go away entirely because
Mhm.
plays are still. You still go see a play.
Yeah.
You can still listen to the radio, even though everyone uses internet music now.
Yeah.
Newspapers are still around, still being printed.
Yeah.
So I don't think artists are going to die. I don't think music made by people or art made by people is going to go away.
For sure.
At a corporate level, yes.
Yes.
At an individual level, no. And again, like here on this podcast is independent, obviously. Fox and Friends started this. They can do all their own stuff.
Right.
But they're not like beheld to a corporate entity other than YouTube, other than breaking terms of service.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not impossible for independents to still get out there, gain traction, find their audience. And I've always said, your audience finds you, you don't find the audience.
Right.
You put out good stuff, people will come to you.
That's right.
So,
Right.
But again, at the corporate level, absolutely, it's all going to be artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's so
Everything.
much cheaper probably to generate that stuff
Faster
instead of
too.
paying someone to do
Faster,
that.
cheaper,
Yeah.
everything.
And so I 100% I agree half with you Bav, just because this kind of thing has been happening throughout human history. The guy
Human
who
history.
raises horses and sells them to people who want carts and buggies,
Cars,
all of a sudden
elevators,
yeah,
everything.
the candlestick makers, we have electricity.
Yeah.
That kind of thing has been happening for since the civilized world has been established, and people have found a way, they've adapted, which one of our greatest strengths, if not our greatest strength, is our adaptability to to things. So I think we will survive this, and who's to say that AI, especially this run towards it right now, won't end up in a bubble and end up exploding. And
We
then,
are technically in the AI bubble. Technically.
And I feel like but once the dust settles, once people can see through the fog of war, I think we'll end up in a place where we are not as scared. we're not as running around with chickens with our heads cut off. We're able to establish ourselves and then move forward from there. So to me, it's a wait and see type thing. We'll again.
I think for me is that as I stated, AI is beautiful. It's like, imagine if I'm gonna tell you how I use AI on my last videos, right? So let's say for one video, it's Go Soyote, but it's like a western part of the game. So I use AI to create music for that part, and it was like a western music, right? Just to feel like fit the vibe, and it did that in 3 seconds. Now imagine if someone they're making their game and they're able to use that as a tool. It's just the problem with AI is now these big, because as Loki said, if you're an artist, you will always be an artist. It doesn't matter if you're getting paid for it, if there's eyes. So I feel like it's the same thing with AI, is that it is a tool, but just right now it's not being used properly.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they're looking to put people out of work, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
I kind of feel like that is kind of the goal. It's like, oh, we can do this cheaper. John, I'm sorry.
Instead of it's crazy.
That kind of thing.
The good news,
I don't mean to laugh.
The good news in air quotes is that it hasn't really come to video games yet. You still need humans to make games, to make them fun.
That's right.
AI still does not understand what fun is.
That's true.
Yeah, it's not there yet. It just isn't there yet.
And to be honest, I don't think it will ever be there. Because, for example, I'm gonna say this: there's a lot of AI music out now, right? And the artist sounds amazing. They have amazing runs, but when you know that it's not a human, you can't connect. Like, there's no soul
Yeah, absolutely. You can tell when there's no emotion in the.
Yeah, like it might sound good, like music theory, everything, like everything sounds good, but it's just it doesn't have a soul.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
he's still a little busy. Get AI to run this podcast.
No, I'm still here. My wife called me and she's mad. Okay, so let's move into
No
our
worries.
picks for the top 5 game awards, right?
All right.
Okay. So the let's see. We've got the best score. So the nominees are Clair Obscur, orchestral surrealism with rhythmic motifs. We've got Hades 2, Darren Corp's signature rock myth fusion. We've got Death Stranding 2, atmospheric, emotional, and soundscapes. We've got Silent Hill F, haunting psychological compositions. And then we've got Hollow Knight. What the heck? Holy Knight. Hollow Knight, Silksong. It's melodic, melancholic orchestration. Which do we have for the winner for best score? Here, hold on. And anyone out there in the comments, let's
Probably
comment your
Expedition 33.
Yes, I would say the same thing. And you've actually played you too, Bav. You've played that.
Yep.
I have not. I've not played
Mhm.
Expedition 33 yet. It is on my to-do list. It's on my to-do list. It's in the
I think
backlog.
the soundtrack is fine. It's a little vocal heavy for my taste for like a video
It is
game,
vocal heavy, it is
Gotcha.
vocal heavy.
Okay.
but it's very French. The whole game is very French, and
Mhm.
all the lyrics are in French. So if you know any French, it's lovely.
Yeah. I love The
Which
Fifth
for
Element,
me-
and that was basically a French movie.
The Fifth
You
Element,
know?
I haven't played that, but for me, since I do speak French,
Mhm.
so when I was playing in the game, and she was like, at the start, I was like, "Oh, is this French?" But it is French. I would say the soundtrack is amazing, but as you said, it is vocal heavy.
Vocal heavy.
But when she gives this is not a spoiler, but there's a speech at the start again that starts off the game, and when she gives a speech and the music kicks off, you're just ready to fight and die.
Right
I'm
on.
not gonna lie.
All right.
Mhm.
Right on. All right. Shoot, man. Next, number 4, best art direction. We've got Clair Obscur, Expedition 33 again. We've got Hollow Knight, Silksong. We've got Silent Hill F again, Hades 2 again, and then Ghost of Yote. And this is best
So like the
art
same
direction.
5 games are just going to keep being nominated throughout every one of these things.
It looks like it. The only new one on there is Ghost of Yote.
Art direction.
Oh, and Death Stranding 2 didn't make that nomination.
Go ahead, Loki.
Probably 33 again. I have played Yote. I don't want to spoil things, but I think it's one of the worst games of the year.
Oh, don't say that. I enjoy it.
Gameplay is fine. I think the story is
It's repetitive a little bit.
the worst thing since The Last of Us 2. But again, we don't have time to get into that today.
Right.
As far as
So
art
I would
direction,
say
probably 33.
art direction, since I said that art style is better than AAA graphics, so I can't say expert. So I'm gonna say Hollow Knight, but that is not my actual take.
It probably, this is, of all the awards, this is probably the one that won't go to 33 because it's going to get so many other wins.
Yeah, that's true.
As far as like art style, they can just say, yeah, we gave you some other junk, Like, I don't think it's to win best RPG.
Yep.
Even
So I would say it's probably gonna be between Hades 2 and Hollow Knight.
More cartoony looking games as opposed to realism.
But
of Yote.
Ghost of Yote, I don't think it's a game of the year game, but I do and enjoy it. But I can see why you say that you don't like it.
Yeah. Real quick, Greg Washington 18 I8T. Bav, John wants to hear you talk about Assassin's Creed versus Ghost of Yote. And then
Okay.
Dumb Panda said Hades did great on that part, so 33 has competition in my opinion.
Oh, on the art direction, right? Panda. But I would say Assassin's Creed goes. I like both games, but I do think the samurai games they don't have much to offer. As much as I enjoy Ghost of Yote and I enjoy Shy, it just once you play the game for like a day, it kind of gets it's not story driven.
Okay.
It's more about fights. It gets a little boring, but I am going to try my hardest to finish Ghost of Yotei on the channel. But I do enjoy it, but it's not as good as Expedition 33 or Hollow Knight, because those games are just games that it leaves an impact on you.
Got you. Okay. Loki, best narrative. Or are we on best? Oh no, we're on art. Best art direction. Sorry.
That's at 33 again. Why not?
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. For me, I guess Expedition. It would be Expedition. So number 3, best narrative. We got Claire Obscure again. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Death Stranding 2, Silent Hill F, and Hades 2.
Claire.
33 is the only one I played of those, and I don't like the story all that much because of spoilers that I can't talk about on this show.
Right on.
I'd be interested to hear if that ever beats the game, what you think of something that happens in the story. We can talk about that some other day.
Okay.
But again, of these picks, I've only played that one game, so I have to pick that one game.
Gotcha. I've seen some really good stuff about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So,
yeah, but that looks so freaking boring to play.
Someone said it. Thank you. I thought it was the only one. I thought it was because I looked at it. I'm like, this is a simulator, and I'm not trying to play a simulator.
Yeah. Shoot, man. It's in.
So, like we said at the beginning of the show, it doesn't matter if the story is good. If it's not fun, who cares?
True.
Yes.
Yeah. 100%. Yes.
It just looks dry.
Yeah. Right on. So Silent Hill F. That looks like it would be really, really good. Like as far as the narrative, I heard it's really good. So you know what? I'll pick Silent Hill F. Hades 2 is just kind of a continuation of Hades. So, if you like that story, you're getting more of it. So good on you. Silent Hill though is kind of it keeps the same tone, but it feels like it's different than Silent Hill. So that's the one I would choose for best narrative.
For me, I would say Claire, even though I only played the first hour. I just got to Act 1, so unlike Loki, I didn't really get that far in the game. But I do think the premise of the game, how it starts, it kind of gets you reeled in. So I would say, to be frank, is the only game that I played on this list. So
gotcha.
Again, to be clear, it's not a bad story at all. I just have problems with
Gotcha.
the story.
Okay.
Makes sense.
All right. So we're going to 2 best game direction. Got Claire Obscure again, Hades 2, Dark Stranding, Death Stranding 2, Hollow Knight, and Ghost of Yotei.
This one will probably go to Death Stranding 2, just so Jeff can give an award to his best friend forever. Hideo Kojima. They'll hug and maybe even kiss on stage.
Right on.
Oh my god.
That's totally fair, because he said time and time again that that's his best friend. Because, and to be honest with you, it's like, I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate from this, but I've never been interested. I love Kojima's stuff. I love the Metal Gear Solid series and Metal Gear series. But Death Stranding,
it looks boring.
It looks so boring. And Death Stranding 2 is like, oh, it's a departure. You can use guns more and do all this. And I'm like, dude, you killed me with the first one. So why would I check out the second one?
You're a package delivery man.
Yeah.
Yes. Amazon simulator.
Yeah. And the story is mind warping and freaky. And I kind of like it. But again, I'm not willing to walk these long distances just to experience the story. No, thank you. No. So Death Stranding, as far as I'm concerned, that's probably not the one that's going to get it. If it were up to me, again, not playing these games, one that I've been listening and, hearing in the news and stuff like that and reviews, I would say best game direction. Claire Obscure. Hades 2,
I think Claire also. I think Claire.
All right. And then we're hitting number 1. Game of the year.
You know the answer already.
Yeah, we got Claire Obscure, Hollow Knight, Kingdom Come, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, and Death Stranding 2. Which do we think is going to get Game of the Year?
Doom: The Dark Ages. That's my pick.
Hey,
I enjoy Doom: The Dark Ages.
It's like our picks for Game of the Year.
Wait, that should have been in there for music and scores, because I did enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not on there. It's only on there for action game, I believe. And it's not an action game, it's a shooter.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that.
Which is the other issue. Like, I know we're talking about the Game Awards, and I've said on my podcast how much I hate them and I hate Jeff Keighley. Uh, well, the idea is because it's a centralized thing of a decentralized industry. Like, let's like the Oscars. The Oscars are for Hollywood and 1 or 2 foreign films. Video games are made in California, Texas, New York, Canada, France, England, China, Japan, Korea, worldwide.
Yeah.
So the Jeff show was just like, no, this is just games from this area. Like,
That's
just
fair.
people I know and people I like.
Yes.
Which I think that's truly apparent when Black Myth Wukong. Obviously, Astrobot is an amazing game. Don't get me wrong, but I think Black Myth should have won. But I think since it was from China, that's why when the podcast first started, I said if you're from China, you're not winning anything.
Yeah, it's what's funny about that one is like players' choice probably would have picked Black Myth Wukong because it was really it's challenging enough to make you kind of pull your hair but not all the way out. But I love delving into like the Chinese mythology of it all. It's so interesting. It's great.
For me, it's the first true next gen game in my opinion. Like it's a game that I played and I was like, my PS5 is finally worth something.
Yes.
We can go back. We can go back a little further. Do you remember they gave Game of the Year to It Takes Two?
Oh my god, sick!
I did enjoy it. It Takes Two, and Split Fiction is a game that I've been playing with my little sister, and it's good too. But Game of the Year wise, I don't know, but I guess
right on.
The player's voice. I don't know about that category, but in all the main categories, you can vote on their website for whatever, and it counts for about 10% of the total vote.
Oh,
which means 90% is other journalists.
Yeah,
and we know how great they are at this. Their job of talking about
bias.
Super biased. I mean, it's for me, since I've been paying attention to this stuff, it's never been more apparent this year than any other year for me.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Real quick, it says Dispatch should have been in the best narrative. From what I'm hearing, yes. And I
think it came a little too late. I don't know if it came. It did come late. Date.
Yeah.
It did come late.
Oh yeah, I would have definitely put that in there because that's one.
I've heard a lot of good things about it. Yes,
me too.
I did too. Yeah. So
So yeah. All right, shoot, man. You guys have any final words on anything we talked about today?
Nobody watches the Game Awards for the awards. They watch them for the trailers.
Yes. Yes, that's a good one. Oh my gosh. Bad.
I'll be honest. To be honest, he's right because the Game Awards, I don't feel like it has much weight. To be honest. Like for me to play a game, like just because they say is the game of the year, I might try it out, but I know for sure that's not the true game of the year.
Right, 100%. Just like nothing that they're gonna put on there, this year or any other year is gonna make me go out and buy a game. I'll buy Dispatch, and that's not gonna be in the Game Awards. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
So. It's just it feels like it's something we have as far as gamers for ourselves, to celebrate games, but in the most corporate way possible.
The most corporate way possible. That is correct.
We need a Gamers' Choice Awards. That's what we
didn't have time for the story today, but there's another story that came out that said the trailers can cost up to $1 million. Wow. So a company has to pay Jeff
for placement. Dang.
Yes. So a company has to pay Jeff and his friends $1 million to get shown on this thing.
Brutal. Yeah. So
if you're an indie dev, you're not going to afford that.
No,
you're not going to be on there.
Golly, man, that's brutal. Especially since these companies don't have that much money to burn nowadays.
$1 million for placement. Oh my god, that's wicked.
Yeah. He's got to make his money back somehow. My goodness. Goodness gracious. But yeah, I agree with you both. This is a celebration of new trailers coming out. Maybe GTA 6 might show up. Who knows? I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Like 4 things have already been leaked.
Yeah. Maybe this is why.
I think though it's getting delayed because they're most likely gonna add AI in it. So I feel like with the voice lines and everything, I think that's why they're kind of pushing it back to 20. Because I think by 2027, most games, unfortunately, will have generative AI in it. So I
Loki had a good reason why they would push it back.
The online. They want to integrate your GTA 5 online character into 6.
Yeah.
Why? I don't feel like that's needed, Doug. Well,
There's a lot of people still play GTA 5 online, and the amount of people who don't want to start over is greater than the amount of people.
That is correct. That is true.
If there's any reason to push it back, that would be because I mean, what was with Halo, because they wanted everything to be parity. You know, the split screen. That's why they pushed that back so far when they were putting that out. So it's got to be a technical thing. Trying to get people moved from 5 to 6.
That's actually
you stand to make a ton of money if you can do that. You should be able
now,
to do that anyway. People are
honest
expecting
question is, are they going to release it for PS5 or PS6, or are they going to do the same thing that they did with PS3 and PS4, where they just dropped it in PS3, then they made you move to PS4?
Yes, the second one.
Yeah,
most likely. Money grabbers. I hate them so much.
They already said they're not coming to PC first. They're going to do consoles and then PC. Yeah. So that sucks.
As long as it's not $100.
Yes. Ooh. Okay. So while we're on it, what do you think the price is going to be? I think it's going to be sub 100. I think they're going to surprise us with the 70. 80 would be fine too. I think for GTA 6.
No, it's going to be 100 because due to inflation, right now we're at 70 in 2025, and the game is gonna most likely come out in 2027.
Yeah.
It's gonna be $100. Oh god.
But Take-Two is one of like the only companies that aren't hemorrhaging money right now, so they could stand to give it to people cheaper.
You can always get more money though. Like, why would you want less money?
That's true.
You can't be too rich.
And it's guaranteed, so it's like you might as well take it, right?
I think it's a strategic thing though. Like if you open that up, if you put it where more people can buy it, you'll sell more copies, you know. And that break-even point, if you put it at 100 or
that's
more than 100.
The logical thing to do. But as we've seen in our world,
yeah,
that's not what happens.
I think Take-Two. I think they got some decent leadership over there. He might get on and say some, you know, crazy stuff every now and again. Not even that often, but he's had his moments. But I think he's got it. I think he's got it. I could be wrong. He's probably going to prove me wrong, but I still think it's going to be about 70, 80
years
bucks.
from now.
Yeah.
You gotta see.
All right. Well, hey, thank you, Loki. Thank you, Bav. This was on such short notice. I appreciate you guys coming through. So awesome. Everyone out there, please check out the Internet's Worst Gaming Podcast. You can find it on Loki's Instagram. He has a link there.
I don't have an Instagram, but yes.
Or I mean X.
Loki's funny.
He has it. He has it linked on his X. You won't regret it. It's awesome. They go over all the recent gaming news, and they have between you and Stizzy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You and Stizzy know basically everything there is to know about the gaming industry. It is crazy.
We
awesome.
play a lot of games together. Yeah, not together, but like, you know, we play a lot of games.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, man. So if you have an X, go to X, check out Loki is at Loki Jarson. Check him out. It's awesome. As far as Bav, you can find him on YouTube. Wednesday is Bav_7 on X. Yes.
I'm not on X. Well, I was on X, but I'm no longer on X. But you can just put me right here on the tube.
Okay, right on. All right. Well, shoot, man. Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone who showed up in the comments. Much appreciated. Go watch the Game Awards for the trailers. I'm pretty sure we'll get some bangers, but only of the AAA sort, because they're the only ones that can afford it. Other than that, go forth, play good games, and shoot, man, we'll catch you on the next one. Shoot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Have a good one, guys. Peace.